Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise, give you those clear insights you need.
And today, we're tackling a really big one.
Absolutely. That huge decision aspiring doctors face. Where to actually study medicine. It's this, exhilarating path, but full of choices.
Choices that really define a career, a life even. And today's goal is to give you the tools, the info, to make the best call for you.
Exactly. So we're diving deep into Uttarakhand. You often hear it called the land of the gods.
Beautiful place.
Yeah,
And becoming quite the hub for medical education in India, actually.
it really is. We've gone through, stacks of material, articles, notes, you name it, to pull out the absolute must-knows.
Our mission really is to unpack the whole medical and MBBS scene there.
Everything from the colleges, the admission process, which can get complicated.
Oh, definitely.
Right. The costs, what life's like for students, even how the geography plays a role.
We want to distill it all down, offer some perhaps surprising insights, help you navigate it all.
Okay, let's start at the top then. When we talk medical education in Uttarakhand, what's the overall picture? Like how many MBBS seats, what types of colleges are we looking at?
Right. So currently, Uttarakhand has 8 medical colleges recognized by the National Medical Council. 8 in total.
Okay.
And together they offer about 11,150 MBBS seats, give or take.
1,150. How does that break down between government and private?
Good question. It's split. You've got 5 government medical colleges. They account for the majority, around 700 seats.
Right.
And then there are 3 private colleges making up the other 450 seats. So, a decent mix of options.
Pretty clear split.
Yeah.
So looking at the government side, which are the main players,
Yeah.
the big names and their capacity.
We've got some well-known institutions.
Yeah.
ALAZ Rishikesh is a major one, established 2012, offers 125 seats.
Okay.
Then there's a government medical college in Haldwani. That one's been around since 2001, also 125 seats.
Oh, Dwana, right.
Veer Chandra Singh Garwali Government Institute in Srinagar,
Mm.
Pauri Garwal.
Huh.
That one's from 2008, bit larger, 175 seats. 175 there.
And Doon Medical College in Dehradun, that's newer, 2016, I think. Also 175 seats.
Okay.
And the newest government one is Soban Singhjina in Almora. Came up in 2021 with 100 seats. So, yeah, competitive places, all of them.
Got it. So that's the government lineup. What about the private colleges? What are the options there?
On the private side, there are 3. You have the Himalayan Institute of Medical Sciences in Dehradun. That's actually the oldest, established 95, offers 150 seats.
Himalayan Institute, okay.
Then Sri Guru Ramrai Institute, also in Dehradun from 2006, same capacity, 150 seats.
Right.
And the most recent private one is Gautam Buddha Chikitsa Mahavidyalaya, Dehradun again, started in 2022, also 150 seats.
So fewer private colleges, but they still add a significant number of seats overall.
Exactly. Adds up to that 450 total for private.
Okay, so MBBS is clearly a huge focus, but India's medical field is broader, isn't it? What about dentistry, BDS, or the AYUSH systems, Ayurveda, homeopathy? You're absolutely right. It's not just MBBS. For BDS, the Bachelor of Dental Surgery, Uttarakhand has private options. There's Seema Dental College in Rishikesh
Okay.
and Uttaranchal Dental and Medical Research Institute near Dehradun. Both offer about 100 BDS seats each.
So private options for dental and AYUH, that seems quite prominent in Uttarakhand.
It really is, especially Ayurveda. You've got the Uttarakhand Ayurveda University, UAU. It was actually the first AYUH university in the state. Campuses in Hardwar, Dehradun.
Interesting.
Then what's fascinating is how institutions like Devbhoomi Medical College of Ayurveda and Hospital DBMCAH fit in.
Tell me about that one.
Well, it was established in 2017,
Yeah.
and it's seen as a top college for BAMS, the Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery.
Dams, right.
It's fully approved, affiliated with UAU, offers a comprehensive 5-year program. And they really focus on blending the Ayurvedic principles with, practical skills.
That practical side is so important.
Definitely. They have a 250-bed hospital, yoga center, physiotherapy, panchakarma units.
Yeah.
Modern facilities alongside the traditional focus. Students seem to really value the hands-on training.
Sounds like a really holistic approach.
Yeah.
Okay, so whether it's AYUH or MBBS, the big hurdle is getting in. How does that admission maze work in Uttarakhand?
Like the process. It's centralized, and it all hinges on your NEET UG score.
NEET is key.
Absolutely. For MBBS and BDS, the main body is the Hemwadi Nandam Bahuguna Uttarakhand Medical Education University in Dehradun. HNBUMU, they run the counseling.
Okay, HNBUMU for MBBS, BDS.
And for the AUH courses, BAMS, BHMS, BUMS, it's managed by the Uttarakhand Ayurveda University, UAU, also in Dehradun. Both rely on NEET merit and specific eligibility rules.
And that NEET qualification, Obviously essential. Can you give us a feel for the cutoffs? How tough does it get?
Qualifying NEET is step one, yeah. Minimum marks usually sit around the 50th percentile for general LUBS candidates.
Okay.
Drops to the 40th percentile for SC/ST/OBC. So for 2024, as an example, the general range went from the top score down to about 162 marks.
162 minimum for general WS?
Roughly, yeah. And for SC/EST/OBC, the lower end was around 127 marks. But the real story is in the difference between government and private cutoffs.
Ah, right. That's crucial.
Hugely. Looking back at, say, 2021 Government Medical College, Haldwani, the general cutoff was over 600 marks. You needed a really high all-India rank.
Wow, okay. Top ranks needed.
But for a private college like Himalayan Institute, the state quota cutoff was like 474 marks, and the management quota even lower, maybe 426.
That's a massive difference. Makes private an option for many more.
Exactly. And for BAMS, the Ayurvedic side, scores between, say, 120 and 460. It was tough getting into a government college without being from Uttarakhand, but private BAM colleges might be accessible at lower scores.
So strategy really comes into play. Now, you hear Uttarakhand called an open state for MBBS. What does that mean practically, especially for students from outside? And how do domicile rules work?
Yeah, open state is a big deal. It basically means candidates from anywhere in India can apply for MBBS seats there. You don't have to be a resident.
Okay, so anyone can apply.
But, and this is a big but, if you want to claim any reservation benefits or get those specific state quota seats, the domicile rules kick in.
Ah, the catch.
Right. You're typically eligible for the state quota if you are a permanent resident of Uttarakhand and you passed both your 10th and 12th exams from an institution in Uttarakhand.
Both domicile and schooling there.
Generally, yes.
Okay.
Now, there's a nuance. If you're not a permanent resident, but you did do both 10th and 12th in Uttarakhand, you can still apply for state quota seats, but you won't get reservation.
Interesting. No reservation benefit then.
Correct. And there's also a path for Uttarakhand residents who schooled outside the state. The absolute bottom line, though, you need that valid Uttarakhand domicile certificate from the right authority if you want any reservation.
Got it. Domicile certificate is key for benefits. Speaking of reservations, how does that policy actually break down for the state quota seats?
Okay, so reservations apply only to the state quota seats, college by college. Not for the all-India management quota seats, those are open.
Right.
For the main vertical reservations, scheduled tribes, ST, get 4%. Scheduled castes, SC, get 19%. Other backward classes, OBC, get 14%. That's usually the non-creamy layer.
Non-creamy layer, important distinction.
Yes. And then 10% for economically weaker sections, EWS. All these require that Uttarakhand domicile.
Okay, ST, SC, OBC, EWS.
Then you have horizontal reservations within those categories. So 30% for women, 5% for defense personnel ward, specifically dependents of ex-servicemen, not paramilitary.
EPW, right.
0.2% for dependents of freedom fighters, FF, and 4% for persons with disabilities, PWD.
Lots of specific categories there.
And one more unique one, wards of Kashmiri migrants, WCAM. There's one reserved seat for them in each government medical college, so 3 seats total. And for that category, Uttarakhand domicile is actually not needed.
Wow, okay. That's quite intricate. Let's walk through the actual counseling then. You've got your NEET score, you understand eligibility.
Yeah.
How do you navigate the rounds, the choices, getting that seat?
It's a very structured online process. Starts with registration, online, for each round. You pay a registration fee, a few thousand rupees usually.
Okay, registration first.
And then a security deposit. This varies a lot. For government MBBS, it's around $10,000. Less for Uttarakhand SC/ST/OBC candidates, maybe $5,000.
Right.
But for private medical or dental colleges, it jumps to $1,000, a lakh. And for AYUS UG, it's $15,000. If you apply for multiple categories, say government and private, you pay the higher amount, the 1 lakh.
A significant deposit for private, is it refundable?
Yes, thankfully. It's refundable if you don't get allotted any seat or if you decide to exit after round 1 without taking the seat.
Okay, that's good to know. So after registration and deposit.
Choice, filling, and locking. You list your preferred colleges and courses online in order. Really important to lock those choices or they auto-lock at the deadline.
And you do this for every round?
Fresh choices for every round, yes. Now, the rounds have rules. Round 1 is called free exit. If you get a seat, you can choose not to join, no penalty, security deposit safe.
Free exit in round 1.
Okay, but round 2 and round 3, which is the mop-up round, they operate under exit with forfeiture.
Uh-oh. Sounds serious.
It means if you're allotted a new seat in round 2 or 3 and you decide not to join it, you forfeit that security deposit. It's gone.
Ouch. So decisions become binding.
Increasingly so.
Yeah.
And crucially, once you join an allotted seat in round 3, the mop-up round, You cannot resign. You're locked in for that seat.
No backing out after joining in round 3.
Correct. However, you can get upgraded in rounds 2 and 3. If a higher preference seat opens up and you're eligible, you'll get upgraded, and your previous seat is automatically canceled.
Right, so upward movement is possible. This sounds like you need all your documents perfectly in order, what's typically required.
Absolutely. You need a whole checklist.
Yeah.
Your 10th and 12th mark, sheets and certificates, needed admit card, NEET result rank letter.
Standard stuff.
Right. Then, if applicable, your CAST certificate, category certificate, subcategory certificate like DPW or FF. PWD certificate has to be from the specific Uttarakhand Special Medical Board. Kashmiri Migrant Certificate, that applies. Your domicile certificate if you're claiming Uttarakhand benefits. And of course, valid photo ID, Aadhaar, PAN, passport, driving license. Having everything ready is crucial.
Definitely pays to be organized. Okay, let's shift to the money side. This is often the make or break factor. What does it actually cost to study MBBS in Uttarakhand, government versus private?
Huge difference, as you'd expect. Government medical colleges are, well, relatively quite affordable. The annual tuition fee is around $1,045,000.
1.45 lakhs per year tuition.
Yeah. Plus, hostel fees are about $6,000 a year. Mess charges maybe $10,000 a year. Other small fees around $1,500. And a one-time refundable security deposit of $5,000.
So all in, including hostel and mess.
You're looking at roughly $1,171,500 per year, around 1.7 lakhs annually for government MBBS living on campus.
That is remarkably low for medical education in India today.
It really is. But then you look at the private colleges, and it's a whole different ballgame.
Okay, brace ourselves. What are the private college costs?
Well, even for the state quota seats in private colleges, tuition fees range from about 14 lakhs to over 15.5 lakhs per year.
14 to 15.5 lakhs per year.
Per year, and that's the state quota. If you're going for the all-India management quota in those private colleges, tuition jumps even higher. Think 18.5 lakhs to 21 lakhs per year.
Wow. 18 to 21 lakhs annually.
Plus, usually a one-time admission fee, maybe $50,000, and that big refundable security deposit of $1,000 we mentioned.
Right, the deposit.
And don't forget hostel and mess in private colleges. Those are also much higher, maybe 1.75 to 1.8 lakhs per year each.
So accommodation and food alone could be over 3.5 lakhs a year in private.
Easily. It adds up incredibly fast. Even private BDS, the dental course, is around 2.15 lakhs per year just for tuition. It's a massive financial commitment on the private side.
Clearly. So food and accommodation are generally available everywhere, but the cost varies wildly. Now, this brings up something crucial you mentioned earlier, the bond policy. What happens after graduation? Are you tied to the state?
This is a really critical point, and it catches some students by surprise. It's the service bond.
Okay. Does it apply to everyone?
No, and this is key. If you get admitted through the All India Quota, AIQ, good news. No service bond required. You graduate, you're free to practice wherever you want.
AIQ means freedom. Got it. What about state quota students?
That's where it gets specific, and it depends on the government college.
Only certain government colleges.
Exactly. Specifically, students admitted to Veer Chandra Singh Garwali Government Medical College in Srinagar and Soban Singh Jinnah Government Institute in Almora, if they choose the bonded fee structure.
Okay. Srinagar and Almora government colleges, bonded fee option.
They are required to sign a service bond. This bond mandates they serve as medical officers for a minimum of 5 years.
5 years of service? Where?
This is the crucial part. In any government hospital or health center located in the hilly regions of Uttarakhand.
Specifically the hilly areas. For 5 years?
Yes. And if they fail to fulfill this service after completing their MBBS, the penalty is substantial, is 1 crore.
1 crore rupees. That's staggering.
It's a massive penalty. A life-changing amount. It really underscores the state's need for doctors in those underserved, hilly areas. But it's a huge commitment for a young graduate. 5 years in potentially remote locations right after med school.
Absolutely. Are there any government colleges where students don't face this bond?
Yes, thankfully. Students at Doon Medical College in Dehradun and the Government Medical College in Haldwani are not required to sign any service bond.
So Doon and Haldwani are bond-free? That offers much more flexibility.
Huge flexibility difference. It's something students really need to factor into their decision, weighing the college against this potential long-term commitment.
Definitely. So taking all this in the college types, the costs, these bonds, tough admissions, what's the actual student experience like in Uttarakhand, and why do people choose it or maybe look elsewhere?
Well, life as a student there certainly has its unique points. Uttarakhand is undeniably beautiful. The Himalayas, the cleaner air compared to many cities, the spiritual sites. It offers a very serene backdrop for what is, let's face it, a very intense period of study.
A calming environment can help, I imagine.
It can. And you hear from students, like those at DBMCH we mentioned, about a nurturing environment, good facilities, workshops, study tours. It's meant to be enriching beyond just the books.
But we also talked about the geography. The mountains aren't just scenery, right? They pose challenges.
That's the flip side, exactly. While beautiful, the terrain can be difficult. We found mentions of roads, like the one to Ollie, being in, well, dreadful condition.
Dreadful condition. Yikes.
Yeah, prone to rock falls, potentially risky, especially in winter. So accessibility to certain areas, even travel within the state, isn't always straightforward. It's a practical reality of the region.
Good to keep that realistic perspective. So why do students from other parts of India come here, given the competition and potential challenges?
Several reasons pull them in. A big one is the government college fees. They are significantly lower than private fees almost anywhere else. That's a huge draw.
The affordability factor again.
Definitely. Also, for students who maybe just missed the cutoff for government seats in their super competitive home states, Uttarakhand's private colleges, through the management quota, might offer a chance to get an MBBS seat with a relatively lower NEET score than they'd need elsewhere. It's an alternative pathway.
A second chance, in a way.
Kind of. And you can't discount the environment. For some, escaping pollution, being in a scenic place for 5 years, that's genuinely appealing.
Makes sense. So conversely, why would students from Uttarakhand look elsewhere? Why leave if you have these options?
Sheer competition, mainly for those coveted government seats. The NEET cutoffs for Uttarakhand government colleges are high.
Right. We saw those numbers.
So if a student from Uttarakhand scores, say, around 400 marks in NEET, getting a government MBBS seat in Uttarakhand becomes very difficult.
Not likely at 400.
Probably not. So they start looking outwards. Private medical colleges in states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, maybe Karnataka. These might have lower admission thresholds or more accessible management quota seats.
So they follow the path of possibility.
Exactly. Or they might pivot to other related fields, BDS, BAMS, BHMS, maybe even veterinary science, which tend to have lower cutoffs. Or, of course, some decide to take a drop year and try NEET again for a better score.
And naturally, there's always the allure of the top national institutes elsewhere.
Of course, places like AIMS Delhi or CMC Vellore are always on the radar for top performers, regardless of their home state. The competition is nationwide.
It really puts the choices into perspective. Just quickly, to bring us right up to date, any recent news on admissions for 2025?
Yes, things are moving. As of late July 2025, the NEET UG 2025 Counseling Round 1 registration is actually live right now.
Okay, NEET UG counseling is happening. What about AUs?
For AU courses, BANS, BHMS, BEN IMS, the Uttarakhand IRV University has announced its 2024-25 counseling dates. The first round for online registration, fees, choice filling, ran from September 16th to 23rd, 2024. Merit list display was set for September 27th, results September 28th, and joining by October 5th.
Okay, round 1 dates passed. Round 2.
Second round registration and choice filling was October 9th to 14th, 2024. Results expected around October 19th, with joining by October 25th.
Got it.
And they mentioned a third or mop-up round will happen, but dates for that are usually declared later. So anyone interested needs to keep checking the UAU website.
Good advice. Okay, so wrapping this up, Uttarakhand presents this, well, dual picture for medical education, doesn't it?
It really does. You've got the undeniable appeal, the beauty, the relatively affordable government seats.
But balanced against intense competition, high private college costs, and those really significant service bonds in certain government colleges.
Exactly. It's a landscape where ancient traditions in Ayurveda meet very modern medical training and challenges. A diverse set of paths.
So for you listening, as you weigh your options, think about that balance. Aspiration versus affordability, freedom versus commitment, especially with something like that service bond. How do those factors stack up for you?
And consider the unique impact studying in a place like Uttarakhand might have, not just on your education, but potentially on your early career, especially if you embrace the opportunities and the needs of its unique geography.
Definitely something to mull over as you chart your course into the world of medicine.